Well, everybody, I'm kind of sad because this is our last segment of the show. However, I am excited because this is my favorite segment of the show. Now that's a read.
Now that's a
So,
read.
yes, Shanell. I know. But so with our last segment here, now that's a read. This is pretty much our final thoughts. Our final boom on period moment.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about the NFL and their lack thereof to hire black coaches.
We have this
We
conversation all the
currently,
time.
yes, currently we have, it's 32 teams. We currently have two black head coaches. And why do we seem like we keep playing the same record all the time, all the time, all the time? There's currently only three black GMs out of 32 teams, 10 black quarterbacks out of 32 teams. 70% of your league is black. So tell me, could somebody do the math here?
Yes, where is the disconnect?
What do we have to do to get our respect?
Where is
What
the
is going
disconnect?
on? Shanell,
Yeah.
enlighten us. What is going on?
I wish I can. I don't have an answer, but I think I have an answer. So I don't know. The NFL is very there. Time and time again, they continue to show us what they're about or what's really important, and then they have the nerve to quote Martin Luther King on Martin Luther King Day, but whatever, that's neither here nor there. But for me, the NFL, I don't want to say this because I don't know, I don't want to, but I just really don't believe they trust black people in power. Like I think, and it's just that simple. Like I don't believe they do because it took too long for them to even have a black coach. And then you think about the success of like a Mike Tomlin and Eric Bieniemy. Like you see that, and they still don't have any trust. And then we talk about this whole black quarterback thing, and the minute a black quarterback does something that isn't too great, they're so quick to black quarterback, black this, black, and it's just like it just shows us time and time again that I just really don't believe they trust black people. Well, I don't want to say that. That's
what I think it really
kind of
is,
rough.
though, Shanell. I don't even wouldn't go to say that they don't trust us. It's the fact that I think they fear us in a way, because think about it. They know what we're capable of because 70% of their league is black. Right. So they know without these black athletes, there would not be no NFL. There wouldn't be no football. There wouldn't be a lot of these sports. So in order to remain in power, I have to keep them at the player level. Right. I can't make them my equal. I can't have them be a head coach because now he's going to outsmart me. Right. He's already more athletic than I am. Yeah. You know what I mean? So they're thinking from a point of that white supremacy. This is the way I'm going to remain in power. I'm going to give you this crazy contract. I may give you a black coach or two, but no way you're going to be an owner. No way you're going to have more than 5 or 3 GMs. Yeah. There's no way your black quarterback going to be a Tom Brady. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I'm going to make y'all feel a little special.
Yeah. I'm going to give you something to shut y'all up for a second.
Something to shut y'all up.
And then I'm going to give you a black coach, but I'm going to put you in the worst scenario possible so that you can fail. Absolutely. Just so I can say I gave you a shot. And I think that's what
you give these other coaches whose teams are trash multiple chances.
Yeah. And I think that to your point, I think that also you have to think of what happens when you bring a black coach in. You know what I'm saying? Like, black coaches going to bring more black coaches in, or black coaches going to bring more black players in, and they're going to bring more, they're going to change the culture of that team. Like, you know what I'm saying? At least they're going to try. And I think they don't want that. I don't think owners want that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want the culture of that team to be changed. And I think that's what happens when you bring in a coach. Sometimes they want to bring in this defensive coordinator. They want to bring in this offensive coordinator. And, I think, like you said, it's a power thing, because once you put a black person's foot in the door, Like whatever we set out to accomplish, we're going to accomplish it. Whether it takes a year, whether it takes 2 years, whether it takes 3 years. All we need is a foot in the door. That's all we've ever needed is a foot in the door. And from there, the rest is history.
Absolutely.
And I think that's the same mindset with the Black coaches. Like, once they just need their foot in the door. Like you saw Mike Tomlin. You know what I'm saying? He got his job in Pittsburgh, and he's about to end as one of the best NFL coaches ever.
Give us more head coaches, because
Right.
They also used to try to say, you know, you need to be in the league for at least, or coaching in the league for at least this many years. You got to have this much experience in tenure and all of this other stuff. And now they have young coaches. That's the new thing now.
Yeah.
You know, the Chargers coach, and you know, the other little young coaches that's out there now.
Yeah.
But
Sean
you know,
McVay,
these Black coaches, when they were trying to get on, it's like, oh, you got to wait your turn type of thing.
Right.
You need to, you know, pay your dues first. So it's just, I don't know. I think it's kind of ridiculous, if you ask me.
It is. I think it is ridiculous, but I think like the world is changing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the NFL, like this was, they got away with this for too long, but people are starting to speak up. You have networks now that are speaking up on why aren't there Black head coaches being hired. People are speaking up. We're not letting you do what you want to do anymore. We're calling you out and we're holding you accountable, because we aren't scared anymore. Like this is a whole new game. Like this is an entire new game, and we're not scared anymore. And we're not going anywhere until change is done. So you need to do whatever you got to do to hire these coaches, unless like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're not going anywhere. We are going to stay until there is change. So the NFL, they better get with it or get lost, because it's not going anywhere. Like this problem is not, it's not stopping.